deep one for Weston-Webb, and she comes out. Wow, what are we watching?
That was absolutely insane.
Undeniably, the biggest story in surfing right now is what the women are doing in waves of consequence.
I think everyone knows that I charge. Like, it's just something that's just, I guess, a part of me.
She's always been very vocal about the fact that the women are capable. I just don't think that she'd had that moment, though, in waves of consequence in competition, and this was her time.
Man, this is women surfing. You know, like, we're doing it.
Former world runner-up Tatiana Weston-Webb will have a chance to be the first Brazilian women world champion this September.
Tatiana Weston-Webb represents Brazil on the championship tour.
Tatiana Weston-Webb throws plenty of speed and she hangs onto that one.
Tatiana Weston-Webb is a superstar in Brazil.
Goes close to excellent for Tatiana Weston-Webb.
She was born in Porto Alegre in the south and then moved to Kauai, and that's where she started surfing, and it was a big moment for Brazil when she was able to represent this amazing country.
Tatiana Weston-Webb goes pipe, high and tight, comes out right with the spit. She is a charger. Her dedication to surfing waves of consequence is progressing the sport.
I think everyone knows that I charge.
Oh my! Deep one for Weston-Webb, and she comes out.
Like, it's just something that's just, I guess, a part of me.
Here in Brazil, Tati's success is inspiring the next generation of this great surfing nation.
Tati's changed the game.
Vertical re-entries for Tatiana Weston-Webb.
Tatiana Weston-Webb just winning over Tyler Wright in the women's final.
If it weren't for her, you know, Tainá Henkel, Lulu Silva, they probably wouldn't be in the position that they're in right now.
I think there's going to be a big rise of really good girls coming out of Brazil, and I'm really excited to see that.
Being in my shoes and seeing the next generation coming alive and just being there for it and ready to battle anyone. And I think that that's a perfect way to articulate the women's tour right now. My motivation comes from just loving what I do. I think when I wake up in the morning, I just know that I'm very blessed and just grateful to be a surfer. That's pretty much it.
Looking for the good waves. Oh, come Tati, sorry.
Tati pulling in, and she will make it out. How about that? And our Brazilian makes the exit. Our Brazilian on the call is clapping. Shumbo excited with that one as Caroline Marks grabs her jersey, showing that we're moving right into semifinal number one after this.
Right behind her was Tati. This was a super late drop. She pulls up underneath the hood there and comes out with the spit of that tube. But this wave had a lot of size in it, but she did so well with that drop. I mean, it was really critical. It was really late, and that's got to feel good for Tati. I mean, talk about commitment levels there. I mean, it's just 100% commitment. You can just see, and I love how she's just building throughout this heat. It's really, really good. But for me, I want to talk more about Tyler's last wave. I feel like technically on her backhand, she did a really good job at grabbing that rail and then with her back arm just like really wrenching it into the face of the wave. Her back arm and pivoting really well. So I feel like it was a really technical barrel. Tati, on the other hand, I feel like a lot of her points are going to come from her takeoff and just how steep and critical that was and her ability to get up underneath the lip. So really nice contrast there between the two waves.
Now, she got the exact score to get her out of combo. Now she needs a 10, but straight back out with priority and into this wave,
Oh my! Deep one for Weston-Webb, and she comes out. She comes out. She needs a 10-point ride to turn the heat.
Wow.
Wow. What are we watching, Flick?
That was absolutely insane. You could just see how excited she is, like splashing raw water, coach there as well.
Let's take a look at it. Break it down for us, Ryan.
Yeah, super late and kind of nice in, and then the wave just keeps going, fully disappears and comes out around. Unbelievable surfing. The commitment was insane.
Wow. How's the water angle, Flick? Just the feeling that you get.
Absolutely incredible. She was so deep. Look at this takeoff, up underneath the lip, drives through that second section, comes flying out, and For me, it's there.
It's perfect in my eyes.
It is. I see it. I see it. I mean,
they can be pretty brutal though. But
look at that takeoff.
It's
I
insane.
mean, how critical was that? Half her board, she like really got on that toe side rail.
Super deep. I mean, to have that west bowl come, the wave hit perfectly outside, and she knew it was going to do that. You could see how excited she is on her face. Like,
Tati accompanied him, and she was a standout in the free serves before and after the event. Here she is right here, trying to make things happen, getting caught up a little bit on this tapered wave. You can see it pushing into this double up section, allows herself one snap there. Another powerful snap, a lot of pressure on the back foot. Third snap, so getting some rhythms, getting some tempo, and super late to that one. What a finish.
That was crazy.
What a finish. She met a falling lip at the same time. That is such quick reaction time. There's Jesse Mendez, Tati's husband. You can see the kick, the pep in her paddle, that she knows she's right back in this.
Yeah, she's fired up. The start of this wave was a bit how you going. It was a bit ugly, and you know, she did the best she could, but she already had eyed up. I like this that she stayed with it, because she obviously could see that it had potential down the line, and it just stood up, it bowled up perfectly. And this is going to be an epic score. I mean, she got so much work done here on the inside. And that, she just like projected out of that turn with so much speed, more than when she went into it. And this is where all this damage starts being done. You know, I mean, look at that. And the way she whips out of that, she came out of that turn with more speed than what she went into it. And that gives you a good indication, too, of just how much energy that inside section has.
Yeah, fist pump for a good reason. And the judges, they enjoyed it too. That replay, that was a 5.83. Big drop here for Tatiana Weston-Webb, racing down the line. Gets up into lip with a huge snap for Weston-Webb. Answering back, gouging. Down carve for Webb. Lines up a finish. Roller coaster to finish. And applause. Like I said, the energy for Tati is going to be high. There's a coach, Ross Williams.
Right there for Tati on a major wave too. And look at the size of this thing, Teahupo'o. You know, coming around the first section right there, a lot of speed into the lip. Great projection down the line. Frothy face, does very well just to control her board coming out of the carve and clean things up here on the inside. Made sure just to finish on her feet and get a completion right there towards the end. Majority of the points, though, will be coming from the first turn all the way on the outside. Major wave, critical section. And as you can see right here on the outside, steep drop, Teahupo'o. That looked like Sunset Beach, but as a left-hander out there. Comes around the section. Took her a while to get there, but once she did, she really made this wave pay, and the opportunity to crack this thing open on the outside section. Major commitment right there, Kipes.
I like how much speed she had after this. Look at her hair fluttering down the line, just speeding down the line. And that was a tricky section to turn with all that froth on the face.
Sharp eye looks good, though. Seems like she has great equipment under her feet, and once again, just getting the completion. She should be getting the better of the exchange right here.
A lot of great history here. And Tyler and Tati want to add their name to that list. Weston-Webb surfing for a spot in the WSL Final 5. Throws down a clean frontside carve, an absolute belt off the lip. What a combination of turns. Tati looking to shut it down, and she gets there late, but still controls it. Her maneuvers have been so impressive, especially since the back half of the season. Surfing with a lot of conviction and confidence.
Yeah, really crisp surfing here, Joe. Tatiana, there's this little speed element. That is the point of difference between these two surfers at the moment. Just a ferocious hack down into snap. And then Tatiana, big wrap as she comes into this final section. A minor trip up on that final maneuver, but it didn't really matter. The intensity of these three maneuvers back to back. Watch this one, carves down, holds that rail line, lets it go at the perfect time, sets up that clean snap in that really bowly section. Another nice carve.